Hi, friends. Got the halo effect going again. I thought I'd clean my camera, but it's making it worse. I don't know where my lens cloth is. Anyway, welcome. For those of you that don't know, my name is Cheryl Wright, and I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from northeastern Montana. And I love to inspire you one project at a time. And hi, Nancy. How are you? I am ready to go, so let's go ahead and get started. Tonight I'm featuring the Terrific Toadstools Bundle, so it should be fun. It's such a cute little set. All right, let's go ahead and do this and this. I'll remind you of a couple things and we'll get started. Hi, Shirley. How are you this evening? Nancy's doing fine. All right, let me see. Oh, maybe I have to... I don't know. Everything seems blurry tonight. Maybe I need to get my glasses, or I don't know. Maybe I need to get my eyes checked. I already did that, though. Maybe it's just the way the internet is. It's cold tonight, so maybe the internet's cold. Anyway, last chance products are still available. They're always actually going to be available. So, tomorrow is the first day of February. This is the paper pumpkin kit for February. You need to be subscribed by the 10th of February, and it makes 9 cards. And it's got spring themed, and it coordinates with one of the sets in the catalog. I'll have to show you. I'm doing fine, getting ready for more cold weather. We're supposed to get snow, and it was colder today than it was yesterday. Online exclusives, there's many fantastic products. I don't think I'm using any tonight, though, but there's a whole bunch that are just available online. And, of course, Stampin' Cross Country is still open for the digital option. The digital option, you would get access to all the projects, the videos, and the fun Facebook group. Oh, I'm sorry, Glenda. How are you this evening, besides YouTube trouble? Yeah, I don't know. The 60s this weekend? Wow. No, we're supposed to be maybe in the 20s. We're half of what you are. All right. So tonight, I told you I am featuring the Terrific Toadstools. And they are on... I have it marked. It's not helping. They are on page 53 of the catalog. And they're just a cute little bundle. And I honestly can tell you, when I first saw this, I went, okay, I don't know if I need that one. But after seeing everybody's samples, I was like, okay, I guess I need to get that one. I can't live without it. So then when I saw the Sale-a-bration paper that went along with it, which is on page 8 in the Sale-a-bration catalog, then I thought, oh, yep, I need to have that. So what did I tell you on here? Page. So if you get the bundle, that's $38.50. So you'd need $22 more to get the free paper, because Sale-a-bration is $60 for a free item this year. So Terrific Toadstools, it is a bundle, and it's a punch bundle. I love the punches. They are just so much quicker, but they do require more storage. So hi, Anna. Yeah, Shirley's thinking that 60s would be nice, but she and I live in the cold part of the world. Yeah. Yeah. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to start with the simple card, and then we'll go from there. All right, so I'm starting with a piece of Melon Mambo that is 4 1/4 by 11 and scored at 5 1/2. And then this is a piece of the designer series paper from the DSP pack. from Sale-a-bration. Yeah. Oh, my corner's dinged. All right. I think I've got it now. So I'm going to add this. This is just 1/8 shy. So this is 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. I wanted the pink to show, but I wanted the designer series paper, the DSP, to show more. I don't know, I look blurry. I am. Oh, let's see here. Oh, huh. I don't know about the remind me option, but that sounds cool. Maybe that's if you subscribe. Is that what happens? The little dog was out there. She's chewing up her little bone that I gave her to keep her distracted while I'm in here. So, yeah, I love this paper. I don't know. I probably should have tried it with the birch embossing folder. That could have been cool. I'll try that later and let you know how it goes. All right. Oh, it looks like we have some people. Be sure to say hello when you get here. Now I'm going to set this aside. That's our card base. I'm going to take a piece of white paper that is 3 by 4 1/4, and I'm going to do some stamping. I'm going to grab a piece of scratch paper. Now I did kind of limit my colors because I am featuring the Sale-a-bration paper too. I kind of sort of limited it to the colors on the back of the Toadstool Gardens paper, but it doesn't have them all, so I am going off a little bit. But I do have most of them right here, so that's the palette I'm kind of going with. All right. So I had a class in town yesterday, and it was fun. We made some of the cards that I've done with you, actually. We made the dinosaur card. I got a blip on that. All right, we made the dinosaur card that I made with you and one of the butterfly cards. And then a cute little project for Valentine's Day. I'll show you one. It's right here in front of me. One of the little match boxes with the Ghirardelli chocolate in it for Valentine's Day. So that was my class last night in town. And I hope this is actually, oh, yep. Oh, I better check and make sure it's actually a page that I want to get off. So I'm just going to do I'm going to do stamping on this one. I'm not going to do the punch at all. So next I'm going to put the words on with some early espresso. And I don't think I got my words out of the stamp case. Silly me. This one I'm going to do the You Are Magical. And I may as well grab that other one out while I am in there, so I plan on using it. Well, this is big enough. That is not big enough. So what if this is big enough? It is. You Are Magical. I want to make sure I have enough room for this. So, ooh, like that. So this one is just going to be our simple card. There we go. And now we can stamp some mushrooms. So, let me get my stem. All right, I'm actually going to No, I'll go with one. Actually, that's a little darker than I want. All right. Too dark. Great for the words, but too dark. I'm going to go to crumb cake for my stem on this one. Let me wipe this off. I thought it would work, but very squeaky. I just juiced up my chamois. I do have a new host code. It is actually it's in the description of the video, but I can give it to you. The new host code is right here. Yeah. And with a $40 order, I'll send you the card kits to make this. Actually, I can put the shopping link in here too. With a $50 order, I send you a tutorial, and I need to apologize. My tutorials have not been going out like I thought they were. But I have a new email, and so this is the month that we're going to try the new email, and hopefully it will work. I was getting that some people were getting them and some people weren't, and so now we're going to get them. So if you put a $50 total order in for the month and you don't get it, please let me know. All right, that should have gone down. All right, we're flipping this over. We're going to back up and try it again. These stamp sets that you don't have to color throw me off a little sometimes. See, I got it down to the bottom that time. So we're on a roll now. We're doing good stuff now. And of course, a Sale-a-bration item is $60. So it's free with a $60 purchase. Well, I may as well just do this while it's out. And I'm going to go down a little. All right. Not quite down as far as I wanted, but it will be fine. And we're going to go ahead and put You Are Magical. There, caught up. Now what I did before is I made a mask. We have the masking paper that you stamp on and then peel it off. You can also use Post-it notes, but the masking paper is just a little thinner. So I did that before. Let me close this before I end up getting the stamp case in there. So I did it before, and I just cut them out. And then I put them in here because you can reuse them a bunch of times. And it's just like a sticky note all over. So I've got that. I'm going to line that one up there. And you'll see why in a minute. And then I'm going to do the same thing with this one. And I have one for this one also. They're super sticky right now. The more you use them, the less super sticky they are. And now I'll show you why I wanted to do that. Okay. So we're going to use some of the Melon Mambo. So that's what color my card base is. And a big old mushroom. Now, when I stamp the mushroom, ooh, okay. Might have to get out the glass mat for this one. Let me see if I can get it to stamp better on the glass mat. Ooh, see the difference? Just the black mat and the glass mat is such a good surface. All right, so we're going to get to the glass mat. I don't have one in my... Oh, I do. Never mind. You can use the glass mat or you can use one of these. So this is here. So we're going to use it instead of clearing off the black. So anyway, there's no place for the stem. So if I don't want this to look like the mushroom stem is behind it or in front of it, I put the paper down, or the masking paper, and then we hope this is inked up well enough, and go right where you think the mushroom's going to be. Ta-da! And then it doesn't stamp on that. And then you have it so it looks like it's coming right out. I have a cool trick. All right, and what color? What other color do I need? We'll go with pumpkin pie. Oh, maybe not. Maybe we'll go with, we can pick any color we want. Maybe we'll go with petunia pop. I haven't used petunia pop for a while. So melon mambo. And now we'll make some petunia pop. This is I love this one. This one's so cute. This mushroom's got a little more dimension, sass. Can mushrooms have sass? I don't know. So this one's got the mask on it. That one came off with the stamp. You just look and see. Okay, yep. Right in the middle there. And it's okay if it goes off your paper a little bit. And then you can see where when I take this mask off, there you have it. So you are magical. And put my mask back in there. And let's see. Do a baby mushroom. Just because. Why not, huh? So I have a baby mushroom stem. I do have the base or the mask for this, but I don't think I need it with this mushroom. And one thing about this set, there's no coloring. Here's the crumb cake. Crumb cake disappeared. And then this is the little one. It is so small. So we'll put it down here. And then this one, maybe we'll make that one orange. Like I said, I went with the colors from the paper tonight. And this is my simple card. So that, oops, wrong. So this one is just the quick and easy card. You are magical. I have to wash those before I use them again. And where's my card base? We're going to mount this on green. Granny apple green, to be specific. And I don't think I'm going to use. Nah, I'm not going to use ribbon. You are magical. I've got a ridge around here. Because this was supposed to be the back of my card, remember? That's why paper has two sides. Wow, I'm really having an issue with my internet. Hi, Nicole. Australia. This bundle is wonderful. Huh. Let me try one more thing. I'm going to take this off. I need to make an adjustment on my phone. I got a new digital frame for Christmas. And it takes a lot of internet, I've noticed. So I have it on a smart plug. so I can control it when I'm live if I need to. So I turned it off. I noticed it kind of did it when I had it on before, so I forgot to turn it off. Let me see here. All right, Anna, I thought it was the mushrooms back, the ladybugs back too. And I'm not so sure it couldn't double as both, but I don't know how you would get the color. So this is where I put it together. So I don't know if you do that in red and then, yeah, we might have to play with that. Or yellow, orange, or whatever. So yeah, you can go ahead and laugh hysterically. I was with you. You're in good company. Until, like I said, I saw it in a stamp case and I went, oh, okay. Oh, my allergies have been kicking my butt lately. All right, now I'm trying to find some of my baker's twine, and it is hiding. But I'm just going to wrap some baker's twine around this. You know the trick to take a snip and put it in, put a little notch so you can tie that in there. There's your hint for the day. Your bonus hint for the day. That, and it's a mushroom and not a ladybug. So how are things in Perth, Australia, Nicole? What's the weather like? Do you have summer now, or I guess you're probably heading into fall? We're all dreaming of nicer weather. Well, not Nancy. She's going to have the 60s. Ah. All right. I'm going to tie it on this side. I feel like I've got, my fingers were not cooperating. Yep, I think it could be. I think you'd have to just play around with it a little bit. We might have to do some experimentation here. All right, I'm going to pull that over a little bit. Pulled it too far. You are magical. And then, of course, to be magical, it would be better if you were glittery. So I'm going to do the orange. And when you use the Wink of Stella on this one, it's actually going to turn the white into a lighter pink. It's just going to smear the ink around a little bit, but it will give it the glittery look. So you have to make sure you stay in your color. And go to the dark part when you change colors. I'm going to go around my white polka dots on this one. I don't mind if it gets blurred underneath. Might need to get a new pen out. right. I'll just add a little glitter grass. And then see what embellishments I want. Magical. What would be magical embellishments? Last week I even had the embellishments figured out, but this week I do not have the embellishments figured out. And maybe later on another one. Huh. Oh, I think these are the ones that maybe were shown in the picture with it. I don't know. Oh, we'll just use that. I was thinking about oh, here's the Sale-a-bration ones. They'd work too. They'd be more glittery because they're glimmery. All right. I might take your pick tool out. And can add some magical dots. And get some dimensionals. Let's see here. Nancy says heating up to a week of high 30s Celsius. Our third month of the summer, January, had 5 days over 40 degrees Celsius, and the rest was a high of 30s. I cannot wait for autumn coolness. All right, those of you who have internet, 30 degrees Celsius is what for us in the US? I used to know that. I think it's double plus a little, but I think it's maybe not. I think it might be different. So this was my simple card, meaning it's not a fun fold and nothing fancy, but it is magical. So then we're just going to add it on here. And I might cross those. Maybe I'll just leave them. Might play with my bow a little bit more. Probably should have done it before. This isn't tight enough. Take 2 on the bow. Maybe it needs to be smaller. There. I don't know. My bow is not, I'm not happy with my bow. It's just not doing what I wanted it to. So, but I'm going to set it aside. All right. So there is my card for my easy one. That Winkostella kind of made this mushroom kind of two-toned. It's kind of cool. All right. About the 80s. All right. Thanks, Anna. That would be double plus a little bit. But more, yeah. Good job. Thank you. All right. Next up. Let me wipe off my stamp so I don't grab it and ruin something. I need a new mat or a new chamois, but I'll just get the next one just as dirty. So they just juiced it up. So it's nice and squeaky. Not using that one yet. So I used a lot of stamps, but since these are solid stamps and not coloring in ones, it goes faster than when you have to color things in. All right. Next up. Next up, I think I'm going to do this one next. Oh my. All my pieces. Okay. So let me get my cheat sheet out. Oh, 40 degrees Celsius is 107 degrees. Oh, we usually have a few of those days in July. They're not my favorites. Let's see. Nicole loves the mushrooms and toadstools. Oh no, your wrist is broken? That would really be a bummer with the crafting hobby. All right, so this is 8.5 by 5.5. Let me go this way. It is scored at 4 1/4, 5 1/4, 7 8 inches. All right. And then I have another cardstock that is 4 inches by 3 3/4. This is the 4. And then it's scored at 2.5 and 3.5. Okay. And then I have a bunch of DSP pieces that I need to tell you about. This one I changed the size of. So 2 3/4 by 5.5. Not 5.5, excuse me. 5 1/4. This one is 5 1/4 by 1.5. This one is 5 1/4 by 3/4. This is another one that is 3.5 by 2 1/4. And this one is 3.5 by 3/4. So if you follow me a lot, this is mystery card recipe number 49. So I have not done this one for a while, but I knew I wanted to do it. So when you get your card base, fold these so they slowly will fold in like a tube, like this. This is going to be the front of our card. And that's where the largest piece of designer series paper goes. It was the full length, but we're going to cover up all this. So designer series paper, the 6x6 stuff, you need to, cut some corners when you can. Let's see here. Oh no, summer is not a time to be wearing splints. No. How much longer can you have to wait, Nicole? All right. Well, directional, you need to get it going the right direction. There you go. All right, now the next piece is going to go here. All right. It's pretty on the back too. I could have used that. But I wanted the mushrooms to shine. Ah. There we go. And then this piece is going to go up on this top piece. Had I done it better, I would have had those two line up, but I didn't. Well, actually, wait a minute. Maybe I can do that still. It was because I had chopped that off. This one, no. Yeah, let's see here. My pieces. I'm not going to gain much by going with that one versus this one, am I? Except for that one looks like a mushroom. I'm going to chop all that off. I'll just go with this one. It's fine. It'll look like you're looking at it from the top down, right? Sure. Anyone have any fun for the weekend planned? I am going to be in my craft room cutting paper and got half of my paper shares already, not half, I got half the papers cut. And I have half of my kits made. And from the last classes, and I have Stampin' Cross Country to cut for. So that's what I am doing for the weekend. I'm trying to remember how I did this. Yeah, okay. So now use a strong adhesive on this one. I'm going to go ahead. Actually, this is strong enough. I'm not much of a runny glue person, but sometimes it's just easier to grab it. All right, I'm going to fold that one down and then tuck this one under. And then I'm hoping I'm not going to have glue oozing everywhere. Okay, on your third splint, finger manipulation one. Oh my gosh. You've been at this healing process for a long time, Nicole. I'm sorry. Nancy's working on Valentine cards and working on stuff for income tax. Yeah, it's about that time of year, isn't it? My husband will be bugging me about my stuff. He keeps his stuff far more organized, but with a farm, he has to. So there is our card base. Isn't that adorable? Oh, Chinese food for your Chinese New Year. I should do that. I have got so many great recipes for Chinese food. And I always don't do it. When I lived back in Maryland, actually, I took a gourmet cooking class. It was an evening night class, adult ed kind of thing. But I learned a lot and I got a lot of great recipes out of it. So, but I have not made any Chinese food for a very long time. All right, now this is going to go on the large panel. As it matches. You could probably see it better if I folded it. All right. And then this piece is tricky. I have to make sure I get it going the right direction. I do have an extra sample to share with you tonight. You may have seen it if you watched my catalog tour video. That's where I shared some of the samples I have from my friends over in the Washington area that I do swaps with. All right. I'm not brave enough to use the runny glue on this part. I know I should be, but I'm afraid it's going to slide out of the road. I'll use some tear and tape. Because then, okay. So I'm going to do the bottom. Pork treasure pockets, beef chow mein with almonds and fried rice, and maybe a Chinese omelet. Ooh, I've never had a Chinese omelet. That sounds yummy. So line up the bottom, kind of centered. And then pull the paper off this one. This is why I didn't use running glue. I would have had my fingers everywhere in it. There we go. There's the card base. And it will fold. Oh, I did that wrong. I knew I was going to do it wrong. I didn't fold it when I put it on here. All right, let me try that again. See? You make these cards only occasionally, and you think, oh yeah, I got this, no problem. And you're like, oh, that wasn't supposed to go that way. All right, we're going to try this again. I did something wrong here. I did something wrong. This one just might not go in an envelope. It's supposed to. There. Oh, I knew I was doing it right. Somehow I had to get it right. There. Now it will fit in an envelope. It doesn't go down as far as I had it. That was my problem. Okay. All is well. All is well. So we're going to set that aside and we're going to make some mushrooms. All right. I might stick to some of the same colors because I like them and they go with the paper. Oh, this is the one that does better on the mat. Oh, I can't believe just turning that frame off upstairs, how well that did a much better job. All right. It gave me my internet back. And let's see here. Might do 2 of these. And I'm going to make the other one. Happy Parade. I have to read around you. Maybe even further. Happy Parade is one of the other colors it said. That works. And I didn't get it out. My Poppy Parade ink pad is not good. It's not in good shape at all. Not as bright, but it will work. I need to re-ink it, but it's actually, my reds do this sometimes, and I know everybody's kind of does. I think it's the color, and so it gets kind of weird looking. All right, I'm going to use some of the, I think I'm going to use some of the pebbled, no, gray granite for one of my stems, and then I'm going to use some pebbled path. Also, just for some variety. And I am punching these out. That's why they're random on here. Did I say gray granite? Pebbled path. And I could just stamp them out of here, but I'm going to go ahead and do them. Oh, I did the wrong one on the wrong one. I knew I was going to do that. This one actually doesn't have a punch, so you have to cut that one out manually. Fussy cut, right? Is that what it's called? Is fussy cutting? And then, oh, I need my, what did I say, gray granite? Whoops, I just bumped that. And I'll just go to this end. There we go. I'm going to have all the ink pads out and all the everything everywhere. Awesome. Okay, now the punch. So the punch does not cut all the way around. It actually is smaller than the stamp. That way you get full color when you punch it. I should have done it on the side, but it's fine. So it makes it a smaller stem, which is fine. Then nope, I am going to cut this out first. There we go. There's my second stem. And first stem, second stem. And I have this one to cut out for my big mushroom. So to keep it matchy-matchy, I'm not going to leave a little border around the edge. Apparently I don't talk when I cut. I know I don't talk much when I'm coloring, but I guess when I'm fussy cutting, I don't talk very much either. All right, so there are my 3 stems. And does this go this way? Nope. That doesn't go that way. Well, I didn't do that well, did I? I did them upside down. So now you get to see another hint. When you don't do things the proper direction and it's hard to fit them in there, then you grab a little Post-it note and put it on the back and then feed it in, and you can hold it on the Post-it note. There, that's better. And again, this is going to be inside the color. And you can reuse the Post-it note if there's anything left. I need to get smarter when I stamp another time. Did not even pay attention. As evidence, right? All right, I'm making lots of little pieces here. And will I get one more out of there? Oh, I will. See, one little Post-it note. It's just kind of the handle. Get it where you want it in there. All right. Got all my little pieces of my Post-it note off. Oh, I actually got a stem. I have a white stem out of the deal. Not that I need a white stem, but if you need one, there is one. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and just use a glue dot because that's what is coming to mind. And it on my big mushroom. So I want my stem to look like it's coming out of the center. All right, so there's one mushroom. Now there's a trick you can do also. If you get the extra bonus tips for your Take Your Pick tool, it comes with my favorite tip. And then it also comes with a little rotary cutter. Oh, Nicole, you got it. Was my tongue poking out? It probably was. Anyway, the tips. So it comes with this one, the little rotary cutter, and then it also comes with an X-Acto knife, which you can use for anything, of course. But if you have a mat and you just cut it ever so slightly, then you can tuck it in and it makes it look a little more authentic. So we can do that with that one, and we can do that with this one. This one. So I'm just going to slice it just a little bit. And the extra card I'm going to show you, it's my friend Marcy made. And that's what she did with her mushrooms. I don't know if she used this knife exactly, but that's what I have available. So there are my mushrooms. Now you do need to put the lid on that. All right. And then I have a banner. And I want to do, I love the popping up to say hi. And I have not stamped on this yet, so make sure it's got all of its good stuff off, all of its factory stuff off. And I'm using Nevin Mambo. It's funny, I don't have some of these colors out for a while, and then that's all I use for a while. All right. Oh, I was going to use this is the peach pie, and it goes with some of the colors in there, right? All right, so we're going to put this on the back. Oh, I'll just use this because it was going to be quick and easy, but now I can't find the end. So it's not quick and easy. So far, this is your favorite stamp set? That was what Anna said. I really like this one. I like the seagulls from Sale-a-bration. But this is one of my, I like the dinosaurs too. Dinosaurs are coming soon to my videos. This one I knew I had a couple ideas for, so I thought, okay, I'm going to run with this one tonight. And then I will do dinosaurs probably soon because they're so stinking cute. All right, and then we'll put some dimensionals on. And you're going to recognize the third card pretty quickly because it's been one of my favorites lately. I kind of get on a kick with those too. All right. I want it here. maybe I want to wait. I'll get my mushrooms on here first. All right. Oh, do you guys have much snow? We don't have a whole lot, but we're expecting snow this week. I can't say that I'm excited, but we do need the moisture. But it's been warm enough this past week that it melted quite a bit of the ice. So my husband doesn't have to go out and slip and slide away all day. All right. Put my dimensional over the seam. Ooh, is this going to fit in that little spot? I don't know. Yep, it kind of does. Good deal. Yeah, I think I'm going to end up putting it. There we go. So yeah, I'm going to put this back where I thought I was going to put it. Trying to get it. And then we're going to tuck this one in here. I got to figure out how to be a tucker though. All right, I might go this route. You know, those custom, when you use the pieces of your dimensionals for a different effect. So I use one of those because it fit in the stem and on the back. I don't want it to cover up that cute snail. But there you go. There's card number 2. We'll get some embellishments out. Ooh, I remembered I forgot one of the pieces on my next card. It's not a big deal. It's just the white one. So popping up to say hi. These are fun. They are so big and colorful. They are Sunny Day Iridescent Dots. And I won't be using any of the pool party ones, but I could use an orange one. Let's see here. I don't know where to put them. There's so much color on this already. And then we'll put a small one up there. And maybe we'll do a pink one. And we might just call that good. Had a little glimmer. Hi, Deb. Thanks, Anna. Let's see here. Rain this week, Nancy had in Kansas. Considering the dinosaurs for her niece who starts kindy this week. 22 invites to birthday parties this year. Yep, that'd be fun. Or that butterfly, that die that you can, yeah. The butterfly wouldn't be cute too. So there we go. Popping up to say hi. I love this paper. This paper is just so fun. It's so bright and cheery. And just what we need to get to spring. All right. So now we're moving on to card number 3. And like I said, you will recognize it. The pattern. It was actually the one I did for mystery stamping this week. Then while I was doing it, I went, oh, I need to do this first for my class. So that being said, it's case number 76. And here are my pieces. All right. So I'm doing it a little differently, but not that much different. So I need to set that aside so I have room to work. This actually is not listed on the back, but it is Bubble Bath. And I think it matches this paper very nicely. So that's what I'm going to use is Bubble Bath. This is, let me switch cheat sheets. This is 5.5 by 8.5, and it is scored at 4 and 8. And I realized the other night I did not notch my corners, and I probably should have. I like to notch my corners. All right, so this is that one. Then this piece, I'm just using a solid piece. The other night I used 2. Here's my card from the other night. So I used this piece and this piece. But tonight I'm just making this a solid piece. Okay. Let me see here. Sounds like someone is here. All right. So this is my front. I'm going to go ahead and put this on my front. Actually, I'm going to be smarter about it and do my edges. I didn't do that the other night and I regretted it. Not really. I didn't really regret it. I was like, ooh, that glue was harder to cut through. All right. It should have the standard margin around it, border. All right. I just remembered I didn't cut the next piece either, or the little mechanism piece. So I am making this card go vertically. That being said, I am going to cut right down the middle with my trimmer. The other night I didn't. I cut on the end, on the bottom. I cut down here, but this time I'm going right up the center. Now, this width is 4. So I am going to get my, I don't know what my dog is barking at. I'm going to drop it in about an inch. It's over 2, but I'm going to drop it in at about an inch. And you can probably see that better than I can. It's not an exact science, but you don't want it to go too close to the end and rip. And then I'm going to go to the 4.5. So there's an inch on this end also. There. Okay. So now I have my slit. And while I have this out, I need to cut a couple more things. I'm going to cut an inch piece here. This piece doesn't need to be as big, as long, because it's going to be in the center. And then I also need my white piece. And my white is going to be 5 by 3.25. I'm going to go 3.25 this way. And 5. I forgot my inside pieces. I have all my outside pieces ready to go. I may as well keep that out. I'll stamp on it. All right. Now, normally I don't stamp on this till later, but I want this to fit, and I want it to, we're going to use this one again, the popping up, because it's going to be pulled up. Oh, isn't that awesome? I think it's awesome. I'm excited about it. Isn't this a fun fold, the slider card? Yep. Yep, you gotta love this fun fold, I think. All right, now I'm going to have my, there we go. It was my son. Okay, I wanted to make sure that I got that so it pops up. Usually I don't, because I don't know how much room I'm going to have, but we're making room this time. I am in love with this. Yep, you can tell. So this is going to pop up out of the card this way. That being said, we're going to put this piece on here. I guess I can do it from the outside. All right. This will work. So I'm kind of eyeballing it. This is going to come up to about here. This is going to go here, and I want it to go through the center. So, this is your mechanism. So I'm going to put a little dab of glue. I need to refill my snail. So I'm not reaching for the snail very much. All right, so this end is open. Okay. And it doesn't matter if you anchor it on this side or this side. For this one, it doesn't matter. So then this piece is going to go in. Hopefully it's dry. This piece is going to go in. And then we're going to go ahead and seal this up. Okay. So then this is going to, I'm just going to use some tear and tape again. I used to use tear and tape all the time, and then I got away from it. Now, tonight, I've been using it again. I was using it last night at my class, too. All right, I did notch those over. But my tear and tape, I need an end. All right. And then close this up. Flip it over, and you have your little end. All right. Last night I used a circle, or last night for mystery stamping, I used the circle. So tonight I'm using this piece, and it is from the, I never remember the name of it. It's in this set, and it is the Greetings of the Season dies. And I'm going to use that. And I used it in Bubble Bath as well. So, oh, you know what I forgot to do? Forgot to do my punch. You know what? I might not punch on this one. There, I just decided I'm not punching on this one. So I'm going to add some dimensionals on. Actually, I'm going to stamp on this first. I'm going to stamp For You. And I'm just going to keep it the same Melon Mambo. And I have used the For You. This For You is from the butterfly set, the beautiful butterfly set. It is not from this set. The Just a Little Thank You. I didn't want this to be thank you. So this is going to go on here. I'm going to put some dimensionals on there so that I know where I have to line up my piece. And I'm going to put it so the knot's at the top. And I'm going to center it. There we go. So there is the popping up. I know I have, we'll just use pink. This is not, it's pretty in pink, but it'll be pink. And this will be our little pull tab. Actually, this is not the best kind of phrase, but it's okay. It's not going to be used a bunch of times unless I send it to a child, which I probably will not. I'm going to put it up there. And then use a stapler. I forgot my stapler last night. I was doing so well cleaning up before I went to class, I put my stapler away. Uh-oh. I could feel it. It didn't bite well. So then it'll just hang out the end. All right. I need to get this down a little bit. That's fine. All right, now let's build a couple of mushrooms. And we're going to actually put ground on this one. Where's my green? Oh, the scissor handle just went in the granny apple green. All right. And I'm just going to put it at the bottom of a 2-inch circle. Ooh. I did not cover up the bottom, so I'm going back in with a little more ink. There we go. Okay. Just so I have something grounding it. My mushrooms aren't going to be floating in the air. Actually, we're going to use another. I'll show you another stamp from this stamp set. There are these pieces and this piece. And these are some small little mushrooms. I think we'll go ahead and use these. They mimic these a little bit. And I need a block. And I need another block. I'm going to have all my blocks used up tonight. So this is early espresso. And it would go okay on the green. So it's going to cover up the green a little bit. It doesn't matter if it's actually looking like it's there or not. And then we will stick with the orange theme for the little guys. I get the ribbon out of here. I just have all the toys out tonight. All right, and then where's that one? I am going to stamp on this one because I have not used this one yet. Good deal. And they line up. We're going to get it chopped off a little bit, but that's okay. There we have it. Cute little mushrooms. I used almost all of this. Oh, I used that mushroom piece. Huh. And I didn't use the ladybug. Oh, you know what? We'll use the ladybug. We're going to try out the ladybug right now. Why not give it a ladybug? And I do have some more little ones, but I'm just going to use the early espresso. No, I'm going to use the Poppy Parade. Excuse me. Got to think how to do this ladybug because it's not a 2-step ladybug that we know of. Maybe I should do this. Maybe I should play. All right. If I do that, then I take a marker and go in and do the head. Or that's not going to work. If I do that, then the head would be red. We're trying to figure this out because my first thought was that this little thing was for the ladybug. I did the wrong ladybug. It kind of works. We might be all right here. I don't know. I think it's a mushroom. It's not working for the ladybug. I'm not really liking the ladybug, so we're going to skip the ladybug. I can't get him to work right. I'd have to draw it, and I can draw it, but I'm not going to. All right, we're done playing with that. We're going to finish this baby up. All right. I want mushroom. I want the big one. No, I want this one. And I'm going to make this one pink. It hasn't been pink yet. So, and I'm going to go upside down so I can stamp it better. Yeoman Mambo. And I think I'll just do a gray granite. I'm going to do it on this end. Wow. Okay. Nicole said she found a whole fairy forest of those small mushrooms on a cherry tree log while she was hiking in the Southwest a few years ago. That's cool. That is cool. Okay, name my punch. See, when you do it the correct way, it just feeds right in. There we go. And then this one, I did wrong. Nope, I did it right. Haha. Hey, second time's a charm. I have lots of extra little pieces there. All right, I gotta find the one that's got stuff on it. There we have it. And where's my X-Acto knife? I could just glue it on there. That's fine. I'll just glue it. This is where you could use a glue dot. Balled up glue dot. There we go. And use another glue dot. Find here. Give it a little more dimension, and then we'll pop the top up with a dimensional. We're going to add this to this. Then we're going to add this to this, and this fits almost nicely right on there. And it doesn't matter that the mushroom is sticking out with a little dimensional, because that's going to go on this piece here. There we go. And then I'm going to take, I'm not going to use pink. I'm going to use some white. I'll use some white twine. And pop it through. Oops. This is where I could use one of those flossers. But I got it. Actually, I'm going to do it differently. There is a Crafterland here. I'm going to do a double bow. That's all I'm doing. So one of the little flossers might work well. These are the little dental flossers that I know you guys, some of you said you've used them for years, but I just became aware of them. And pop the end in that you want in, poke it through the hole, and pull it through. And there you have it threaded. I was so impressed the first time I saw that. And I was like, duh. I used to do that with needle threaders back in the day. I didn't want this bow to be too obnoxious because I love this paper. So I'm going to cut this. All right. Now I need to get my bow headed in the right direction. Tails go one direction and loops go the other. Maybe I need to do that on my first card too. I didn't do that well with that. All right. So we have this cute little bow. It's kind of I'm not doing well with bows today. And then there's a card. And you pull it up, hopping by to say hi. I'm pretty much in love with that. And this one's going to get the more pastel-y ones. And these are the party dots. This one looks like it's missing its home. So we'll add a couple here and there. So that is my class tonight. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you had some fun and got a couple different ideas from it. Well, I thought about stamping the ladybug. And we can still experiment with the ladybug a little bit. Let me see. Here's a piece of paper. We get it to work on my piece of paper. So the ladybug is here. If I do it in red, okay, there she is. And then if I just took the Stampin' Wright marker, and if I did her antennas and her head, little legs, and then I could just do some spots, I'd have a ladybug. What do you think? Oh, I'm so glad I could brighten your day, Nicole. What do you think? Do I dare put him on there? I could use a better color, red. So I might play around with it. So you may or may not see a ladybug there when I do my pictures later. So let's look at all the cards. Let me show you my extra card. So this was the one I made the other night. For those of you who didn't follow me or didn't do mystery stamping with me, I used the butterfly set, but I had to package it up because I bent the wing. So I put it in. And so this was my slider card, but I used the Toadstool DSP for that. So that was my card. And then I embossed the envelope with the butterfly. So there's one of the cards with the toadstool stuff. And here's my card, one of my cards from tonight. This is my friend Marcy's. And she did it with the swap, or for the swap. excuse me, she cut out the "You Are Magical." And I could do this with my card too, where it got cut off. She just stamped an extra one and cut it on there. So I can do that with mine too. She's got some glitter on, or some Wink of Stella. I might add that to mine. And then this is the inside of her card. She always does such nice work on the inside of her cards. And this is a gift card holder or money or whatever. So that's a fun card that my friend Marcy Daniels did. And then here is card number 2 from tonight and card number 1 from tonight. So a whole lot of bright colors and mushrooms. So I'm going to move that out of the road. There we have it. And crooked as I'll get out. I must have bumped the camera at some point. So there you have it. There is my Terrific Toadstools class. And I thank you all for joining me tonight, and have a great weekend, whether you're trying to stay warm or trying to get cool. Thank you for joining me, and thank you for crafting with me. Good night.